Good afternoon, welcome to Greeny's Great Outdoors. I'm back out in the Peak District again. I'm on Edale Moor. I've had a good walk up Grinsbrook Clough today. Got a bit sweaty towards the top, the weather's been a bit mixed and matched today. It's been warm, it's quite overcast at the moment. It's a bit windy up here as well. But I'm at my pitch now. I'm at one of my favourite spots up on Edale Moor. So we're just going to have a quick look round, guys, and I'll tell you why I've selected this pitch. First of all, that rock there, that's my seat. I can rest my feet on that. I can use that rock there to cook my food on. I've got my kits on that rock there, that's going to keep it nice and dry. We've also got quite a big area there that you can get some protection from the wind from, which it's not really been doing me any favours today because the wind's been swirling around a lot, so it's not really helped. But on a good day you can actually get some decent cover in there. And then round this corner you can also get quite a lot of decent cover down here. It's also quite flat, so it's a good, you could put lean to it. I've cut down here a few times as well when it's been windy, but like I say, the wind today is not really helping me that much. We've got fantastic views of Edale over there. The sun will also be coming up in that direction tomorrow morning. I'm hopefully going to get a time lapse of it if I get up early enough. Now we're just going to walk back round here. I was taking some shots earlier, so I had a makeshift tripod set up there with some paracord, walking pole, a few pegs. And then over here, this is where I'll be pitching my tent. It's nice and flat here. I've actually never pitched here before on this spot, but it's looking rather flat. It feels quite good, nice and soft underfoot. So I'll be getting my tent up there later on, having a steak. Hopefully this wind will do one. I better get my steak on because I'm pretty hungry now. It's a bit too early to be pitching the tent there. I'm going to wait till later on to do that. So I'm going to leave it there for now, guys. Catch you in a bit. Welcome back, guys. The wind's still blowing a bit of a gale, but it's time for me to get some food on because I'm absolutely Hank Marvin. So I just thought I'd talk you through some of the stuff that I brought out with me today, why I brought it. So starting off with the stove. I've got a nice small tin of Coleman gas there. With the Van Gogh, they actually fold in them arms. If I can get that one to go in, which is the way that I'm going to be using it today. And the feet actually fold up, so it packs down really small. It actually fits into that cup there, so it's quite convenient. I can get it in there. That sponge is in there just to protect the metal. That's a 750ml. It's 500ml, but you can get about 750ml in that pot. And there's the lid for it. Then I've got, that's the wind deflector. Which also conveniently fits into the pot. Just put that back together. And that. If we can get these feet back up. That fits over there. And it doubles as a pot stand. Which I'm going to be putting my steak in. I've got the Open 07 number 7. I've got my Ferricium stick. Spark. Got some cooking oil. And then in there I've got some washing up liquid and a sponge. And then finally my Sea to Summit cup. And that is pretty much my kitchen, guys. The reason I brought the gas tonight was because it's quite windy up here, so I didn't want to go through a load of fuel on my alcohol burner, and I am cooking steak, so I need a bit of firepower, which I wouldn't get from the alcohol burner. It's alright for water, that. Well, that's the reason why I brought that. So without further ado, I'm going to get my food on. I'll see you in a bit, guys. Now that is how I like to get down. I don't camp like this very often, but I've not been out for a long time, so I thought I'd treat myself. So I've got that steak there with mushrooms, and I've also got one of these chocolate puddings. I've never actually had one of these before. I think they're ridiculously priced. £4.10 for that. Alright, fair enough, you're getting, there's 205 calories in that, and you're getting quite a lot of sugar out of it, carbohydrates. So yeah, but for me they're a bit expensive, but I just thought I'm going to treat myself and give it a go. We'll see how, I'll tell you what it's like afterwards. So here we are, guys. I've had my steak and mushrooms. It's absolutely delicious. I've just got some boiling water on here now. I'm gonna stick that bad boy in there. It takes about 8 minutes. Obviously I'm not going to have you sitting here for 8 minutes watching this, so I'll bring you back when it's cooked. So, here we are. I've got the chocolate pudding. Let's see how it tastes. There's a bit of a mix up by the looks of things. Oh yes, That definitely it's the spot, that, guys. It's still pretty expensive at £4. But, you know, I'm going to have to go super light when I do this Pennine Way trek, so I think these are probably going to be the way forward for me on that trip. You know, camping's my hobby, this is what I do, so I don't go on holiday, I don't go abroad, I don't do beaches and all that. I'd rather come out here and do this. So, you know, if I'm going to spend money, then I'm going to spend it on things like this to make my life a little bit easier. Do you know what I mean, guys? So, I'm going to crack on with this, and then for the final part of my video, I'm going to pitch my tent. I'll show you around my tent, show you what I've brought out with me, what gear I've got. I am actually upgrading soon, but I'll show you what I've been using for the last couple of years. It's definitely served me well. I got it cheap, I got it all cheap to go outdoors, so you know, if you shop around, guys, you can get some good deals. It's about looking and finding what works for you. I need to start cutting weight, so that's the reason I'm going more expensive. But if you're just starting out, shop around, guys, get it cheap. I'm going to leave it there because I need to finish this. Hey guys, I've had my steak and pudding. Decent. Sorted me right out. So, I've got my tent pitched here now. So, I'm in the Van Gogh Banshee. I've had this tent for about 2 years. I've actually slept in it up here quite a few times, and I got caught in a thunderstorm up here one night. It was absolutely battering it down. The thunderstorm was right above me. I stuck my head out, I saw it was a load of sheet lining, and I just thought, you know what, I'll take my chances. It lasted for about 20 minutes and then it dissipated, and that was the end of that. The tent took a right hammering. I just lay there and slept through it. It definitely lives up to its name. So let's have a quick look round it. So there's the front of it there. It's got the pre-tension bars in the front there, yeah, made by Buchanan. You've got a ventilation spot at the front there. As you come round, you've got one door there. It's actually a 2-man tent, this. I prefer it as a 1 because you've got plenty of room for yourself plus kit, as you can see. It's quite roomy. You've got the ventilation there at the end, and if you look down there, you've got another ventilation there. That can also be opened up, so if you wanted to put any extra kit in there, you've got a little bit of storage space there for any extra kit. You've got pockets there, pockets there. You've got a pocket here. In that corner there, you've got extra ventilation. That's the tension band system. So they're actually attached to the poles via that loop. It comes through there and then runs all the way up. So that actually gives you more structure when the wind's blowing. Gives you more structure on the pipes, on the pole, sorry. You've got ventilation there. You do have the option as well. Sorry guys, my camera work's not that good, I apologise. You do have the option to keep these doors open. You can actually, if I just unclip that there, I'll just pop that off. That comes down, and then you can unzip it from the top there if you wanted more ventilation going through. That gives you that option. You've also got these little Velcro attachments here, and what they're for is if you're on the inside and it's been raining and you open a door, the last thing you want is for that door to fall on you covered in rain, so them little tabs actually prevent that. You do also get an extra stake that you can stake that door down with if you want. And then if we just venture inside it, I'm 5'6". I can just about sit up in it. I've literally got about that much space at the top, so it's ideal for me. I can get myself in here and my Bergen. It weighs in at 2.39 kilograms, so it is quite a light backpacking tent. It's around the £140 mark. This is the Banshee 200. I'm not too sure if it's been discontinued or not. I know the Pro's available, which is exactly the same as this. So that's my tent. The next part of the kit I want to show you is my sleeping mat, which is also a Van Gogh. I've had this for the same amount of time, about 2 years. I'll just spin it round so you can see. It's a self-inflating mat. It's the standard Trek Free. It's about 3 centimeters thick. It's got an R rating of 7, so it's extremely warm. I've been sleeping on that, like I say, for the last couple of years, and it's certainly served me well in combination with the tent. Best way to store that as well, guys, if you do get one of these self-inflating mats, I leave it under my bed with the valve open so it can contract and expand as the room temperature changes in your flat or your house or whatever. You can stand it up by a wardrobe as well. It just saves, if you keep them rolled up, eventually the cells inside will get crushed and they'll lose the memory effect. When you try and inflate it, you're going to struggle. You'll end up blowing loads of air into it, which, if you do what my brother did, you can actually pop them and you end up with a big blister in the middle, which is going to give you a really crap night's sleep. So I'd advise against that. So that's my sleeping pad, and then my sleeping bag. The OEX Evolution Fathom EV300. You can see the specifications on it there. That is an extremely warm bag. Not too sure what's going on with the weight, because I think that weight is just the bag weight and not the actual weight with the compression sack, because it actually weighs 1140, so it is actually a bit heavier than what it specifies on there, but it is an extremely comfortable bag. That again, I've used that in conjunction with my sleeping pad on this tent. I've slept in Scotland in October, sub-zero temperatures, with all 3 pieces of these kit, and I've been absolutely perfect. I've had socks on just to keep my toes warm, but other than that, boxer shorts, no thermals, none of that. Been absolutely great in it. So that's pretty much my setup, guys. So tomorrow I'm heading over there to the Great Ridge. I'm going to walk from Rushup's Edge all the way over to Oak, and then I'm getting the train home. Well, that's it for now, guys. Thanks for watching Greeny's Great Outdoors. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you've got any questions, drop me a comment below, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you very much.